This video will show you how to properly format your papers in 6th edition APA style in Microsoft Word 2016. There are a fair number of steps, so follow this video carefully. First, you need to select all the text of the document. The best way to do this is to push Ctrl-A. Next, you will need to put the entire document into Times New Roman size 12 font. After changing the font, but with everything still selected, click on the little pop-out arrow in the Paragraph section. There are 3 elements we need to change here. Change the line spacing to say double. Change the spacing after to 0. And click the box that says Don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. Then hit OK. Now we need to create the header on page 1. You can click Insert and then Header and choose blank, or you can simply double-click where the header would be. The Design tab should be open after your header was opened. If it isn't, you'll need to click to switch to this tab. The first thing you must do is click the box that says Different First Page in the middle of the Design tab. Anything you change in the header before clicking that box will be deleted, so do it right after opening the header. The next step for the header is to click on the Home tab and change the font so that it is Times New Roman 12 point. Then begin typing the required text. Running head should be all lowercase except for the initial R. Then you need a colon and the title of your paper in all caps. If your title is more than 50 characters, including spaces, you cut it off before the first full word that will put you over 50. Now click the Insert tab and choose Page Number, Current Position, and Plain Number 1. This should put the page number right after your title. To move it to the right-hand side of the page, push your arrow back 1 and then hit Tab once or twice until it is over on the right-hand side. It is very important that you have Word add the page numbers for you rather than trying to manually type them yourself. If you do it manually, they won't be correct on later pages. Now that the header on page 1 is done, you can click Close or just double-click outside of the header. Hit Enter about 6 or 7 times and center the text. You can do this at the Home tab by pushing the little center button, or you can just push Ctrl-E and your text should be centered. Type your paper title first, capitalizing the first letter of all words except articles, prepositions, and conjunctions that are 3 words or fewer. You'll notice in my title that the of does not get capitalized, but everything else does. First word also always gets capitalized. Now hit Enter and type your name. Hit Enter one more time and type the name of your institution. Please be sure that your institution name is correct and that it is spelled correctly. Officially, that is the only text you should include on the title page, but some instructors may want additional information, such as the class section or their name, so check with them. To get to page 2, you can either insert a page break, or you can simply hit Enter until you get to the next page. The first thing you'll need to do is the header again. Either click Insert and Header, like we did before, or just double-click where the header would be. Click the Home tab and correct the font like we did before. Again, it should be Times New Roman 12 point. Then write just the title of your paper in all caps, again remembering to stop before 50 characters. Unlike the header on the first page, you do not type running head here. Click Insert and Page Number, Current Position, and plain number 1, like we did on page 1. Arrow back 1 space and hit tab once or twice to move the number to the right. Now click out of the header and get to the top line of page 2 right below the header. Your text should still be centered from the title page. If it isn't, hit Control E again to center it. Type the full title one last time here. The capitalization should be exactly the same as it is on the title page. Again, notice that the UB is not capitalized, but that everything else is. Hit Enter. Align the text to the left again by either clicking the button in the Home tab or hitting Control L. Hit Tab once to indent your paragraph, and you can now begin typing the introduction. If this paper has no sources, you are finished with the formatting. If it does have sources, you have one last step. Hit Enter until you get to the top of page 3. Don't insert a page break because there will be text here later. Center the text using Control E or the button, and type references with only the R capitalized. Hit Enter once and align the text to the left again, remember clicking the button or hitting Control L. Click the pop-out arrow in the paragraph section of the Home tab again, and change the box under Special from None to Hanging. Then hit OK. This will create the hanging indent that you need for all your citations. If you've done it correctly, every line of each citation after the first one should be indented 1/2 inch, which is required in APA. Now your paper should be set up correctly for APA format according to the 6th edition of the APA Publication Manual.